Now available in paperback and e-readers, Isis, Samurai Goddess. The goddess next door takes on kung fu killers in this action-packed martial arts Isis series adventure. Get Isis, Samurai Goddess in paperback and e-readers today. Today I will be reading an excerpt from 2017's Isis, Samurai Goddess. And in this story, the goddess next door takes on some kung fu killers in an action-packed martial arts Isis series adventure. I hope you enjoy this excerpt, and I hope you pick up the book on Amazon.com and other online booksellers.
I rise out of the downward-facing dog position, feeling relaxed. Doc was right. This yoga class was definitely what I needed to release all the tension and anxiety I was feeling about my recent encounter with Dracula. After our instructor shuts off the serene music that set the peaceful mood in the classroom, the ladies start chatting up their plans for what they're going to do this evening. I wonder if Doc is up for a night of bad B movies in front of the big screen TV at my house. Just as I'm thinking about asking her, the slender, peanut-colored elderly woman dressed in black spandex approaches me with a rolled-up yoga mat tucked under her arm and a smile on her face. "You look a lot happier, Princess." "What can I say, Doc? Your prescription was the best medicine for being stood up at the altar. The best way to dissipate stress is in a yoga class." "I don't know. The way you were moving, I was afraid you were going to break a hip." "Oh, you don't have to worry about me, Princess. Thanks to all the martial arts training you gave me when I was a girl, I could move better than women half my age. So you're still as agile as you were in your 40s? Charles tells me I can still move like I did when I was in my 20s. She probably could, but I wouldn't ask her to put her health at risk of showing you. Just be careful in the shower. I'll try not to drop the soap." Doc and I file out of the studio and follow our fellow classmates down the hall into the locker room. As we're approaching our lockers, I notice that the sauna is empty. I wonder if Doc is up for hanging out in the steam room. "You want to take a steam?" "Not with this hair," Doc says, pointing to her pressed silver waves. She's got a point. Humidity and black women's hair just don't mix. But thanks to my new Heliopolitan physiology, I think my bangs will be okay. Guess all that steam would turn out your waves into naps. Oh, I'm not that afraid of a little steam. Guess for a centaur, I'd have no qualms about joining you, but it's just really awkward in these American steam rooms. Yeah, you're either forced to stare either at the wall or the floor. You could always stare at the screen of your phone. There's a plan. I'll meet you at the coffee shop across the street. I'll order you a latte." Doc goes to get some towels for a shower while I figure out my combination. After I pop open my locker, I stuff my mat inside, peel out of my tank top and leggings, and get my iPhone out of my messenger bag. Once I lock my stuff back up, I streak over to the towel station and grab a bath sheet before heading over to the shower stalls at the end of the hall. I quickly wash off the sweat from this afternoon's workout, wrap the towel around me, and stroll into the sauna. As the haze rises in the empty steam room, I find a comfortable spot in the center of one of the teak benches, slip my earphones on, sit back, and let my mind wander. I won't stay in here too long. 15 minutes should be long enough for me to really get relaxed. I'm looking for just the right song to set the mood when the door cracks open and a slender Japanese girl timidly shuffles into the steam room. She glances at me for a moment, then lets her eyes fall into the slats of the wooden floors. I guess this is her first time naked in a public with an American. I won't say anything. The last thing I'd want to do is make her more uncomfortable in an already awkward situation. A chill fills the steam room, and the door opens, and three more Japanese women wearing towels and ornaments in their hair stroll in. All of their chatter in Japanese start to disrupt the serenity of the quiet space. I try to find a Vanessa Williams song to listen to while they take seats on the bench above the girl sitting across from me. While I'm falling into the groove of the ballad, one of the women leans over and touches the timid girl sitting on the shoulder. "Hey, you new here?" she asks. My curiosity becomes piqued when I hear her speaking to the girl in English instead of Japanese. The shy girl shakes her head yes. "This is my first time here," she mutters. "Well, this is a great club. Me and my friends come here all the time. Now I know something's up. I haven't seen them around here, and Doc and I come here all the time. Something's starting to stink about this stranger's attempt at hospitality. I just came on a day pass," the girl says nervously. "Well, you should consider becoming a member," the woman says as she eases up off her spot on the bench and takes a seat next to her. As she pulls the ornamented scrunchie off the back of her head and lets her silken hair fall down her back, she gives her a reassuring smile. This is the kind of place where a girl can just take her hair down and really relax. The shy girl smiles back at the woman and falls back into her seat. As she gains her trust, she puts her arm around her shoulder. "So what part of Japan are you originally from?" she asks, playing with her scrunchie. "Tokyo." After the girl answers the question, the woman breaks her scrunchie out of the circle. "Great, we'll know where to send your body for the funeral." My eyes grow wide as the woman starts choking her with a scrunchie. "Where are the specs?" she demands. "Specs? Looks like I stumbled into some sort of contract hit." I don't know what's behind all this, but I can't let someone die when I can do something about it. As I slip my earbuds out of my ears and jump off the bench to help her, the two other women rush off the bench across from me. If you value your life, go back to listening to your music, one of them says, pulling wooden ornamental hair sticks out of the back of her head. When I see razor blades at the end of the hair sticks, I flash her a smile. Chances are, if I was just an ordinary girl next door, they'd just murder me right along with her just for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Sorry, I don't let people die on my watch. Then I guess you'll be joining her in the morgue, the other woman says, reaching behind her to take her hair sticks out of the back of her head. As the second woman's hair falls down her back, I see the chain that connects her hair sticks together. With the way her hair was turned up, I'd have never figured out they were nunchucks. The girl's face starts to turn blue as the women get into a fighting stance. No one's dying tonight, I tell the ladies. Like you can do something about it, Gaijin, the woman says, twirling her nunchucks. Gaijin, I'm samurai, and samurai don't let harm come to the innocent. I'd like to think I can. The woman with the bladed hair stick slashes at me. I dodge her attack and reach for the towel wrapped around me and yank it off. When her eyes grow wide at the sight of my nude body, I twirl the towel around and snap it at her hands. As I hear her sticks fall to the floor, I give her a kick to the gut with some no-heel-Paulton strength behind it. That sends her reeling to the back wall of the sauna. Just as I'm about to rush over to the girl, I'm hit in the back of the head with the other woman's nunchucks. Before she can hit me again, I throw my towel over her face and use it to toss her to the floor. On seeing her two friends taken down, the third woman wraps a scrunchie around the girl's neck even tighter. Where are the specs? She demands. The girl is in no position to respond. Her eyes are rolling in the back of her head as a flash of light takes me from the floor of the sauna to the bench behind her. As I grab the assassin from behind, she stops choking the girl and struggles with me. I catch the nervous eyes of the girl as she stumbles about to catch her breath. Go, get out of here, I tell her. The girl races for the door of the sauna like a motor was attached to her behind. After she leaves, the third woman tries jabbing elbows into my gut. As she winces in pain, I give her a judo side toss that sends her tumbling down the steps of the sauna to the floor. While she springs to her feet and joins her friends, I rush down the steps and put myself between the assassins and the door. The only way to get through her is if you get through me. The women sneer at me on hearing my threat. You may be cuffed, Daijin, but you're not going to stop us from taking down our target, the woman with the nunchuck says as she twirls them around. We always fulfill our contract. You can consider this one canceled. The woman with the nunchucks charges at me. While I'm dodging her attack, her friend with the killer scrunchie reaches for the hair clips on the side of her head and flings them in my direction. With a thought, I make my enchanted braces appear. The throwing star she hurls at me bounce off my gauntlets and wind up embedded in a wall near the door. As I'm dealing with the throwing stars, the woman with the nunchuck slinks behind me and swings them as hard as she can to hit me in the back of the head. She's surprised when her weapon shatters against my skull. I grab her arm, twist it behind her, and wrap my thumb and index finger around her neck. She shrieks in pain from the nerve pinch and collapses to the floor. I step over the fallen assassin to engage the other two. The woman with the bladed hair sticks grabs my towel off the floor and throws it at the scrunchy girl. She twirls it around and then snaps it at me. I reach out to grab it and it twirls around my arm. With a yank of Neapolitan strength, I pull her towards me and she runs into a fist to the jaw that knocks her out cold. Thanks, I tell her before she passes out. It's getting kind of cold. I'm wrapping my towel back around myself as the woman with the bladed hair sticks points daggers in my direction. I flash her a friendly smile. You want to give up? Or do you want to join your friends in Sleepy Lane? You're going to be joining the Angels in a minute. Doubt your little penknives are going to hurt me. I think they'll do enough damage to get me out of here. The woman with the razor-sharp sticks rushes at me. I swing at her, she ducks the blow and drives her blades into my stomach with all her strength. Her eyes go wide when the blades snap on making contact with my steel-hard abs. You can't be human. Nope, I say, giving her a cheeky smile and a knee to the gut. But that'll be our little secret. A karate chop to the back of the head sends the unconscious woman falling on top of her friend, who wielded the throwing stars. I grab my iPhone off the bench where I left it and approach the wall where one of the throwing stars got embedded. When I take it out of the wall and notice the single symbol of the manga girls inscribed on it, I frown. Somebody has to have big bucks to bring high-end assassins like them all the way from Japan here to kill someone. You can pick up Isis Samurai Goddess in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers by clicking the link in the description box today.